All right, Jerry, if you had your own web show in real life, what would it be about?
We've talked about this. I don't like to divulge my nerdy side. Okay.
Oh, wait, I think I know what it would be.
What would it be? You tell me.
Would it be like a World of Warcraft?
No! Just don't! Can you not?
Or
Tell
not,
people?
Dragons, I don't know. What's that game you play?
Yeah, I play all of those games. So yes, that'd probably be...
What's the one you usually play? Like where you wear the headset?
Okay, I gotta go. This interview's over. Yeah, it would probably be nerdy stuff. I'd be like another pop culture nerd talking about video games. What would your podcast be about?
I would probably have all of the different animals I foster. If I had a web show, I'd want to have them all on and try to find them homes through the web show.
All right. I feel like you would do like a cheeseburger review show.
Ooh, I would love to do that.
You just eat nothing but cheeseburgers. Uh-oh, there's one now. So Miranda, when you found out they were thinking about doing the revival of iCarly, what was your first instinct? Why did you think now was the right time to do it?
I was actually scared to death. And then I called you and you seemed a lot less scared than me. And I think that made me feel like it was the right time. And also just the idea of making it, for the people that watched the original show, I think that opened it up a lot and it made it feel like something that could be really fun and could have a good chance of working. How about you? When did you think that'd be a good idea?
Yeah, when you called me and you were like, hey, has anybody... I was like, no way, really? This is... Really? Now? Because it was right in the middle of the pandemic lockdown. I was like, wow, this is crazy. But then when you and I started talking about, well, why don't we just age it up? Why don't we make it about you guys as grown-ups and start joking? Why does it have to be, why can't we make it more like Friends or Seinfeld? Make more grown-up jokes. And then that got really exciting. I didn't know if it would work, but it was certainly exciting. Miranda, as executive producer and my boss, the revival, what were things that you felt as someone in this new power position, had to be a part of the show?
One of the main things I really wanted was I didn't want to re-record the theme song. I really wanted to keep the original theme song, which we ended up doing. And I think that was a good move. I'm happy that we kept it. And then other than that, just getting as many people back from the original as possible. I know, how excited people get to see all the original characters and the guest stars and all the people that were on the original show really helped so much to make it special. How about you, Jerry? Now that you're a producer on the show, what did you want?
Well, I think one thing, speaking personally, that I really felt strongly about, because a lot of people, their first instinct was, well, Spencer's now got to have a wife and kids. And it was just yeah, but what if he didn't? I really wanted to maintain his sort of the whimsy, the wild card aspect of Spencer. And I just thought iCarly, the original, was never about a grown-up raising the kids. It was always about you guys doing your own thing. And Spencer always trusted you to do the right thing. And then he would get mixed up in stuff. And I was like, so I don't want it to be now the show is about raising kids. I wanted it to feel the original show, which was you guys in your own experiences, and then I still get wrapped up in craziness. And I think that works out better than having it just be now I'm a dad.
Yeah, we kind of stuck with the original formula. So it seems like so many people, tuned into the new show because there's such a sense of nostalgia. Did you feel that sense of nostalgia when you stepped onto the set again for the first time?
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. When I saw the set, the studio set, just reading the script, doing baby Spencer. It was very nostalgic, very emotional. I've even had moments where it's we'll be doing behind the scenes stuff and somebody will show me they'll be scroll through these photos and tell us your first instinct. And I'll see a photo from the pilot, and I'll just get choked up and I'm no, I can't comment on this. It was so long ago. So yeah, I'm a softie and I get real nostalgic. I know you got nostalgic. It's not even a question.
Yeah, I felt really nostalgic when we came back and saw the sets again for the first time. And even when I put iCarly into my search engine on my email and the new scripts come up and then some of the old come up from a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy feeling knowing that there are new scripts. That even hit me kind of in a crazy way when we first started.
Season 1 got very positive reviews. Critics, fans, everybody seemed to like it. Were you expecting that reaction?
No. I wasn't expecting that reaction at all. I hoped that would happen, but I was really worried when we were doing the first season that it wasn't gonna be received so well. So many revivals and reboots, it seems like people are really quick to not like them, like to not be fans of stuff like that, because I almost feel like people are even more critical because, if it's something you loved when you were little, there's so much on the line, like you don't want it to be ruined for you, like the memory to be tainted. So yeah, I was definitely really nervous and then so relieved after it came out that people seem to really enjoy it. And I just hope this second season, we tried to like push the boundaries and get crazier and sillier with it. I just hope that people enjoy it and they laugh. Did you think people were gonna like it?
I just wanted to do well by the fans. Like, I was like, I don't care what anybody says as long as the people, the kids that grew up with it, do they enjoy it? And I remember, I think one of us showed me a YouTube video of some kid who's now grown up that has a blog post, and he was super excited about it, and his enthusiasm made me go, I think we did okay. I think we struck the right tone for this person. And so thereby extrapolating out these people, these fans that, grew up with it. And I just wanted to do right. I think we top it for season 2. I'm not going to lie. I think season 1, we were so encumbered by the like explanation of like who we all are now. Now we just get to play. And I think we get a little bit crazier season 2, and I think people will like that better.
So our characters, Spencer and Carly, have such a good relationship on the show. How do you think that our relationship in real life compares?
Well, I think you suck. As a human being, I think you have turned out bad. I just don't think it worked out.
It didn't.
I love you to death. You know that. I do feel like your big bro. As much as I tease you when we get on the phone together, I do enjoy the fact that you feel comfortable telling me all of the pitfalls in your bizarre life. What about you? Do you think our relationship is as positive as Spencer and Carly's?
I do. I feel like Carly doesn't like come to you for like relationship advice so much, especially like I can see her doing it more now that she's older, but like in the original series, your character, the one time like your character would freak out would be when Carly was like it. I feel like our relationship's different in that way just because like I'm always like asking you for advice. But yeah, I think that we do have like a total like brother-sister relationship like Carly and Spencer do on the show. What's your favorite Carly and Spencer moment on the show of all time?
Of all time?
I know mine immediately.
Do you really? I think mine would be when I catch you kissing the bad boy. And I scream, and then I'm like, you are grounded for college. And you're like, Bartow College. I'm like, Bartow College. And we have this like crazy intense like battle, and it's just like you're like, I'm allowed to date, and I'm like, not yet, and it's that whole thing. And I not only is it a very funny scene, but it was very funny to have that scene with you. You know what I mean? We're to like be screaming back and forth at each other. That was fun and unique. And I think we had a good time making that.
My mind just goes straight to the final scene in the final episode because like the scene when we're in Carly's bedroom and we're saying bye, like anytime I've seen that scene, like it automatically makes me feel like I'm right back there because it was just real. Like I was crying in the scene because I was actually really sad that the show was ending. Yeah, I would say that's not the, fun. We had a lot of really fun, like silly scenes, but that's just the one that sticks with me, I guess, in my mind.
Man, I couldn't even get through that scene at the table read, let alone the shoot. I was like, how are we even going to shoot this? I'm not going to be able to get through it without crying.
That was a hard one.
Miranda, let's get down to brass tacks. Credit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, people need to know, are Freddie and Carly going to get together? Do you even want them to get together? Do you think it's a possibility that they get together? What are the odds that they get together? What's going to happen when they get together?
So I love Lizzie McGuire. Like that's my, childhood show that I loved, that I watched every episode of. If I could see like Lizzie and Gordo get married in a revival of Lizzie McGuire, I would be so happy. Like it would just fulfill some like childhood dream of mine that I've never fully let go of. So I feel like I can totally understand the people that watch the show that like Freddie. And also Freddie and Carly have known each other ever since they were little kids. They've, been best friends their whole lives pretty much. So something in me just likes the idea of them working out. Like I think it could be really fun. So just as Miranda, like as myself, like, yeah, I'd really like to see them get together eventually on the show. But it definitely does seem like it would be really complicated. And I don't think Mrs. Benson would like it very much. I don't know how Millicent would feel. Like, I think it would change a lot of the dynamics on the show if they were actually in a relationship. What do you think, Jerry? Do you want them together?
I love the will they, won't they. You could stretch that into, 10 seasons, and I think I'd be right on board.
So we had Neville and we had Nora and we had Mrs. Benson in the first season. Who would you like to see back this second season? Like the most?
Well, second season, we it's in the trailer. We see Lubert's back, which is so great. Chuck, Guppy. Personally, I'd love to see Gibby back. Some of my favorite scenes from the original show were like me and Gibby on the boat firing watermelons at the Pirates baseball team, like things like that.
You guys were fun together because you sort of have like a similar something about you guys.
We became this weird like we were just like a team of misfits, like getting into stupid
stuff,
planning stupid stuff. What about you? Who would you like to see back?
Well, Mary Scheer, like Mrs. Benson on the show is probably one of my favorite characters from the original. So I was really excited she came back for the second season and she's in a lot of the episodes. But if I could have anyone back, yeah, I would probably say like Gibby too, just because I don't know. Noah's so funny. He has like such good timing and he did so many crazy funny things in the original series. Now fun to see where that ended up. Like in my mind, I feel like he's like really successful now.
Do you think he's still married to Emily Ratajkowski?
Yes, 100%.
Me too.
100%.
110%. All right, here's a hard one. If there was a season 3, Miranda, what do you want to see our characters get up to? What happens? Where do we go from here?
I think it'd be fun to explore more of the other people in the building. Like we don't really see so much in the first and second season. We don't really get to know like the other people that live there. And on the original series, I feel like we had some episodes where like there was a doctor that gave out crazy prescriptions all the time that lived near us. And there was a lady that lived downstairs. And we accidentally like went into her apartment. We thought it was empty. So I don't know. I think it'd be fun to explore that a little bit. What else? I just think it's fun always to see like where the characters' love lives go. Like that's probably the most like fun, exciting thing to me. How about you? What do you want to see the characters doing?
I want to see more road trips. I want to shoot on location in exotic locations. I want to go to Vegas. I want to go to Paris. I think we should shoot in Paris for about 3 months.
Hawaii.
Yeah, we should definitely do the Brady Bunch thing where we do a special in Hawaii, but we actually have to shoot there.
I'm down. I'm ready for that.
And then, you know what? Let's do like a touring, we become like the Brady Bunch, and we become like a touring song and dance group.
Oh, like after the season ends, we go on tour and we sing?
Yeah, we sing and dance, but then make it part of the show. Make it like like a review part of the show.
I'm up for all of this. Let's make it happen.
I'm an idea man.